so upset by our cameras, the donations they're collecting may not end up where you expect them to. We're working for you, following the trail. CBS 12 News at 11 starts right here, right now.
Now, from the station that's working for you, covering Boca Raton, the Palm Beaches, and the Treasure Coast, this is CBS 12 News at 11.
CBS 12 special report. Instead of letting our old clothes go to waste, many of us choose to donate them, hoping they can help others.
But what if that wasn't the case? What if someone else was making money profiting off your generosity and misleading the public? The CBS 12 I-Team exposes the truth about some clothing drop boxes.
Clothing drop boxes, they're popping up everywhere across our area. Here are 8 along Okeechobee alone in the West Palm Beach area. Maybe you've thought about how convenient it would be to drop off your old clothes here. Well, you're not alone. They're often overflowing. They're thinking it's going to a good cause.
Yeah, of course.
We go to Goodwill.
We go to Goodwill and Salvation Army.
Well, some of the boxes, like this one right here, don't have any charity listed at all. They just say clothing drop and something about helping the environment, needy children, and their families. But where are all these donations really going?
You don't know the name of the company? Is it a charity, sir?
We found the guys who pick up the clothing, but they didn't have any answers for us. In fact, they had very specific hand gestures for us as they loaded up their truck with graffiti on it. And on another occasion, they packed up and left as soon as we got there, even without the rest of the clothes.
Why are you afraid to tell me where your company is? I don't have nothing to do. Why are you guys being so secretive?
We were told to call the number on the box, but the recorded message doesn't tell you anything except that you've reached the recycling center.
Thank you, and God bless you.
So the CBS 12 I-Team is working for you on the hunt for the real answer. The license plate on the back of the graffiti van loading the clothes comes back to this address in Miami. We tried to tail the van, but they knew we were following them. So we stopped at the Miami address where the former president and former vice president of the company live.
Is that your company?
Well, I don't do that anymore. That's
Does somebody else own the company now?
somebody else that we used to work with.
Can you tell us what the company does or what the clothing boxes are for?
They recycle clothing, all I know. I didn't really do much with it.
The company changed hands just last month, but these boxes have been around for a while. Well, the former vice president here, Daryl Bailey, wouldn't directly answer questions about charity.
I'm not going to tell you. No.
We're asking...
Intrusive, go away. I don't know anything about it.
Intrusive at all, sir.
But, sir, the company is registered to this address.
I said my wife will call you.
She did not. According to the Florida Division of Corporations, the new address for the for-profit company Ultimate Clothing Incorporated is this high-rise condo building in North Bay Village. We couldn't get in, and the new owner of the company, Juan Manella, did not return our call.
It is absolutely fooling people to think that they're giving their clothing to charity or their possessions to a charity that's going to benefit the community and those in need. That's not the case.
The Better Business Bureau says too often clothing drop boxes are bogus. They are actually for profit. Believe it or not, there's a lot of money to be made selling old clothing in thrift stores or by the pound. Just ask Goodwill.
The thing that is bad for us is that we're losing donations in our stores.
This legitimate charity says it's not fair that someone can just throw up a handmade wooden box in a shopping plaza or on an empty lot without permission. Goodwill goes to a lot of trouble to make sure their drop boxes are up to code.
We squeeze every single penny we can out of our donations that we receive so that we can use it to support our programs that help put people with disabilities and other barriers to employment to work.
But the only people working here are those flashing the middle finger.
They would be taking advantage of the 50,000 seniors who live in Century Village and are more charitable than most groups.
So are your old digs going to help someone else live a lavish lifestyle, or are they helping those in need? Look twice before you drop.
If you think of the amount of clothing that are going into these bins, which are scattered throughout our community, and you put it into pounds, the amount of poundage that is being taken away from Goodwill, yeah, it's a lot.
We contacted the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, which oversees charities in the state. You see, there's nothing illegal about reselling old clothes, but a spokesperson told us anyone soliciting donations from the public should be a registered charity. And since Ultimate Clothing Incorporated is not,
They got a letter from the state telling them they are in violation. We'll keep you posted. Tara Cardoso, CBS 12 I-Team.